Hi, I'm Wayne and I'm the Bicycle Bloke. There are so many things that I love about the bicycle, and one of them is that it's a vehicle of discovery. Today I had a couple of appointments in Brisbane. I've got a couple of hours to fill in between, so I've brought my bicycle and we're going to go on a little journey of discovery. We're going to go across some of the bridges, have a look at South Bank, and just see what we can see. So strap on your helmet, have a big drink of water, get off your bum, get on your bike. Let's go discovering. This is Coronation Drive Bikeway. Keeps bicycles off Coronation Drive. It's very safe and the views are second to none. One of Brisbane's very famous city cats. One of the wonderful things about today's ride is that there's so many options for a place to begin your ride. You can go to South Bank, South Brisbane, Roma Street, Auchenflower, Milton, or you can go to Toowong and commence your ride. Great to have options. On this ride, you've got the option to go across the go-between bridge. If you use the go-between bridge, it brings you out into the western side or the bottom end of South Bank. And that's a great ride along the river. We're going to stay on the bikeway and we're going to continue around to the Goodwill Bridge. We'll come in from the other end of South Bank. This is the Kurilpa Bridge, which is a pedestrian and cyclist bridge. It was opened in 2009 and in the local Yagara language, Kurilpa means place of the water rats. The Kurilpa Bridge won a Hybrid Tensegrity Award from the World Architectural Society. Hybrid Tensegrity basically means lightweight and super strong. As we ride under here, we ride under the southbound lanes of the M1. Provides great shade and there's never as much congestion either. From Toowong, just stay on the northern side of the river. That's keeping the river on your right-hand side. And you'll eventually come to the Goodwill Bridge, and this is the entrance to the Goodwill Bridge. Just be really cautious if you're riding your bike across the Goodwill Bridge. Police have been really hounding cyclists to stick to 20 kilometres an hour, so on the brakes on the way down the other side. If you decide not to go across the Goodwill Bridge, you can turn left instead of turning right onto Goodwill Bridge and go through the Botanic Gardens. If you want my recommendation, do both. Cross the Goodwill Bridge, turn left. You can go along Kangaroo Point Cliffs, along the bottom of the cliffs, or don't go across the bridge, turn left before the bridge and go through the Botanic Gardens. You can do the loop around. There's a new bridge down at Kangaroo Point, and you can come back past the Kangaroo Point Cliffs. Either way, I can guarantee the views are spectacular and you will love it. Behind me is Brisbane Story Bridge, and it's Australia's longest cantilever bridge. It's 777 metres between pylons. Story Bridge houses the Bradfield Highway, and it was built between 1930 and 1935. It takes 17,500 litres of paint to paint the Story Bridge, and it's done once every 7 years. It's quite an amazing bridge. On the day that it was opened, on the 1st of July 1935, 37,000 people turned out, and at the time that was half of the population of Brisbane. Today it carries over 100,000 vehicles per day. Incredible. So many times I've travelled across the Story Bridge and I've seen this sandy stretch of beach, and today I finally get to stand on it. It's just great. Just on the eastern side of the Story Bridge is this tribute in memory of the hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese people who perished at sea seeking a better life in Australia. And it's just staggering to think that from 1975 to 1995, hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese people lost their life at sea because they were seeking the freedom and the peace that we just take for granted. I've gone a bit further than I was intending to go today, and as I said in the beginning, that is the beauty of having a bicycle. I saw a pathway that I hadn't ridden before underneath the Story Bridge and along Kangaroo Point, so I've just come up here to have a little discover. Unfortunately, this part of the boardwalk's closed, it's undergoing repair, so I'm going to head back into the city and see what we can find. This is Brisbane's newest bridge, and it's simply called the Kangaroo Point Bridge. This is the Kangaroo Point Bridge that we rode over before, now passing underneath. When you roll through the gardens, keep an eye out for the water monitors. They're Brisbane's sun-loving, fish-snatching, tree-climbing lizards who have been here for longer than the river itself. What a fabulous ride it's been today. I've gone a heck of a lot further than I expected to go, but that's the nature of having a bicycle and a little bit of time to spare. Bridges I hadn't crossed, places I hadn't been, little pathways I didn't know existed, and it's been a joy to uncover them. So my turn off is coming up very shortly, so thank you again for riding along with me. And until next week, you know what I'm going to say? Get off your bum and get on your bike, because life is so much better on two wheels. See you next Saturday. I'm Wayne, and we're going to go and have a look at some things. Fill in between appointments, and we're going to go and discover this tribute to in our country. Day that so many times I've travelled. How fabulous has the ride been today? Wait till I turn on that. The cantilever bridge, built in the of today. Able to look at those incredible stats. Today, 2,619 people have walked across. I had an appointment in the city. The bicycle is just, what is the bicycle? One of the joys of a bicycle. Or you can go to